Hey FCC fam, Chad and Jeannie here to connect with you today as we are nearing the end of our 21-day prayer and fast. We want to share in the celebration of what God has been saying and doing in our lives throughout this time. At the time that we're recording this, we're in our third week of fasting and praying, and at times in our house this has been really hard, really frustrating, and we've very much felt the starving of our flesh, which is a good thing so long as we're also looking out for what is the Lord saying. What is he doing? What is he doing in our heart? How are we seeing him in a way that maybe we haven't seen him before?
Yeah, like in the second day of our fasting, I wrote down something. I was feeding the girls and they're all choosing different things and that they're fasting, and so I placed it in front of, food in front of them at lunch, and one of them was like, I'm not hungry, and I just got frustrated because I'm just like, I gave you food, like eat what I put in front of you, and I just decided to walk away and went back into my bedroom, and I just heard from the Lord, and I wrote it down, and it says, that's how my children are. I provide them food, the Bible, my word, but they refuse to accept it. And I know that I'm totally like that. I'll go looking for a new book to read or new podcast or something like that when I have the Bible. And so that was just one of the things that I heard that was pretty impactful.
Absolutely. And when the Lord speaks, it's so easy to be in the moment and feel that and hear that and be like, oh, God just said that to me. Oh, that's great. And then not write it down, and then just moments later be trying to bring that to mind and you can't remember. It is so important to write it down. So I really want to encourage you to grab a journal if you haven't already and start writing these things down so that you can refer to them later, so that you can share them with others for the edification of the body. We have to remember that the Bible says that man shall not live by bread alone. Kind of ironic, because right now that's one of the things I'm fasting right now is bread. Bread shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. And that means this is not just talking about the written word. It is talking about that, but it's also talking about the word that God speaks directly to you. And sometimes it's a word, sometimes it's a sentence or a phrase, sometimes you get a whole story and you have to write this thing down. In an instant, you have this whole thing and you have to write it down. If that's what happens, you have to write it down. Nobody can remember this stuff later. And that's so important because it's for the edification of the body. I want you also, as I'm encouraging you to do this journal, to write things down, that you would consider bringing those as we come together on February 5th for our family business meeting and our potluck. We're going to break bread. We're going to celebrate what the Lord has done over the last year and also cast vision for the coming year. The year 2023, what is God doing right now? Be praying about some of these things that the Lord has shown you and sharing those with us so that we can, as a body, be edified and so that we can be getting the freshest intel from our commander, the Lord, to be able to be doing what the Lord is doing right now, to be saying what the Lord is saying right now for such a time as this. So please remember February 5th, that Sunday after service, we're going to have our family business meeting. We're going to have potluck, and we're going to pray over the coming year. Hey, thank you so much for being a part of the family here at Foursquare Community Church. God bless you, and we'll see you around.